Thanks for joining me north of 7, back at my home course this week after a couple weeks on the road trying some other courses. Gonna keep this video really simple this week. I've been playing this course a lot off camera and I've been playing really well. I think I've nailed down like at least all the discs I want to use on the tee. So I'm gonna sort of really try and lock in, throw a really good round. It's gonna come down to putting with me as it usually does. So I appreciate you coming along. We're gonna hit the first tee right now. Let's go play some disc golf. Hole 1, a nice gentle start, 140 feet right up there. We're going with the Luna Big Z. I know I've talked about how slippery this is in the Big Z plastic, and I definitely won't be putting in it, but for approaches and things, I've really loved it. And I've noticed the last few days have been really humid here in Southern Ontario. I don't know if this is your experience. Please let me know. When it's humid, suddenly the Big Z plastic is really grippy. Goes from slippery to grippy. So I'm not quite sure, but we're gonna use this Big Z plastic to park this thing right under the basket. I mean, it could go in if it wants to as well. We're really just trying to lock in this round. All right, so we're going Luna. I mean, that should be a nice, pretty easy putt for birdie, so that will be a good start. Let's go check it out. We have a putt. It's not a gimme by any means for me. Putting is going to be the thing today. I feel like most of my shots recently have been really good. The putting is I was going to say a bit of a battle, but I think you just saw evidence there. So, turning birdies into pars, as we tend to do sometimes. The good news is, confidence-wise, I didn't feel bad on that putt. It's been a bit of a journey the last week. I always putt before and after my rounds just to get some practice in. And I really thought I had made an adjustment and was really confident after a round, came back the next day to play a round, and the putting was the problem. Not quite the yips, but I wouldn't say far from it. So, not the best start. This is a hole we should birdie. This is like a must birdie. Moving on to hole number 2. We are at even par. Hole 2, 261 feet, right up there. A very tough birdie. I've birdied it a couple times. Basically, I'm just trying to get something out there far and have it fight through those guardian trees and end up somewhere where I can make a putt. One of the good things that came out of that, forcing myself to use discs I don't use, the Mentor is my most reliable distance driver right now, even though I've absolutely smashed some trees with it and it's really warped. It is my disc of choice. So when it goes well, it stays low and gets under the guardian trees and ends up with a decent makeable putt that I sometimes make and sometimes don't. Worst case scenario, we hit the tree, we're right by that path. But we're not doing that today. We're getting to the basket. Here it comes. It's gonna be amazing. There's no fade now on that? Oh, there it is, late fade into the tree. Okay, not worst case scenario, but not best either. Don't think we're gonna birdie this one, but that's not a surprise. I'll bring you with me to my next shot. So, interesting story. I talk about, if you've watched my channel, there's not a lot of people that play this course. There's literally nobody on it right now except for me. But I did run into a guy I know, one of my other hobbies I know is super cool, is pickleball. So it's a guy I've played pickleball with a few times in the area. He was out with his wife. He just started playing this summer. So I kind of joined up with them at the first tee. And they just both have a starter set of discs, which is fine. That's how we all start. And then I noticed the guy, the husband, has one extra disc with him, and it turns out it's mine. And his son found it here when I lost it on the 5th hole somewhere. So I let him keep it because I have a duplicate of that disc, and I have like 50 discs, and he has 3. So he kept my disc, found it, and it was fun playing around with them, just giving them the few tips that I could, since I've played an extra year of disc golf and probably 100 more rounds. So it was fun and a confidence builder because they just thought I was an amazing disc golfer, which was cool. But anyways, we're here at our putt, so let's take a look at it. We actually do have a putt, pretty deep. Flip it here. We're gonna try. Oh, I thought you were gonna see something special. Just grazed the basket, tap in par, so that means after the first 2 holes, we are even par. Hole 3, my nemesis, 320 feet, plays longer because it's up a hill. I have seen progress on this hole. I am getting the disc through these first 2 trees way more consistently, and it's starting to get pretty far up that hill. So it's nice to see gains in your distance. We're gonna throw the Mentor again. It's feeling kind of gritty right now, but anyways, we're gonna throw it. The idea is just to get under these first 2 trees and up that hill as far as we can. Basket's on the left. You don't wanna miss left, or you're gonna have impossible situation. All right, the Mentor, I'm talking up the Mentor. It's gotta prove me right. Okay, so a little more left than I would like, but that is a fine shot. We're gonna have an approach. Again, never birdied this hole in my life, so par is the goal, and I think we've got a chance at it. Right, so it's actually not too bad. It's one of those when you get up to it, you're closer to the basket than you thought you were. So it's right there, and again, you don't wanna miss left or you're going down that hill and it's tough. So we're taking our Luna, which I'm gonna put it into the universe. I have been throwing this amazing for approach shots the last few days, so here's hoping you guys get to see video evidence of this, because that would be great. Nope. Oh my goodness, yanked it. So it is, goodness gracious. It is humid today. So like I said, that Big Z plastic, I find when it's humid, it just is so sticky. But I got to make that adjustment, man. I know it's humid. I know the disc is sticky. Figure it out. But anyways, let's go try and clean up this par. So we've left ourselves like a 15, 18 footer. I don't know. I'm bad at estimating. But it doesn't matter how long it is, because this is going in the basket. Has to. Oh, side door is open. Barely touched any chains. It's a par. That was the goal. Doesn't matter how you get there. Just matters that you get there, and we did. We are even par after 3. Good catch. Oh, and I use a starter set putters. This is the Zion, and then I have the Grampus, which is identical. I'm not a great putter, so maybe I should be looking for other putters. If you're a disc golfer and you like your putter, leave a comment. Tell me the putter, tell me the type of plastic as well, please. I might be in the market to try something new. So what putter do you use and what plastic? Let's go to the 4th hole, even. Hole 4, 175 feet. One of my favorite holes on the course because it's pretty simple. This is going to be a good gauge of how this round's going, because I probably park this hole 75% of the time. And I feel like sometimes when I'm recording, I don't feel nervous, but maybe I don't play my best. But anyways, so we're taking the Peach, as you know. If you know this, my game, you know I love the Peach. And we're going to park it up there, as we tend to do. So I really hope the trend continues. It's not going to be parked, but it's not bad. Maybe a bit far and a bit wide. Let's go see what our putt looks like. It was too far and a bit wide, but a makeable birdie putt. Kind of birdie putt that we have to have. Confidence. Okay. So the tweak I made in my putting that seems to be helping me, and you can, again, let me know in the comments if this is a thing or not. I've just experienced it. Is I've lightened up on my grip. Like really, really relaxed my grip on the putt. And just trying to think about, like, I'm playing catch. I am just playing catch with somebody. I'm throwing it to them gently, and it seems to be helping. So that's a birdie. We are 1 under after 4. Let's keep it going. Hole 5, 235 feet. Up there. Basket's up there. I'll put the little glowing ring around it. This is another sign of progress in disc golf. I think I'm just looking for these baby steps towards getting better. When I started this course, playing this course, and even probably in my first video I put out on this course, this hole terrified me. Just because you can lose discs in either direction, pretty much any direction here, long, left, right. There is a spot parked on that tree where there's a fairway. Was that fairway? If it's kind of beside the basket, whatever it is. There's a safe landing spot there. And I've always said on camera, my goal is to go right to that tree and have it crash back to the basket. And I've never done it on camera. I've been doing it consistently, parking it lately. So this again will be a test. The TL3, the only reason I have this disc in the bag is for this shot. I'm going to probably block you as I approach, but hopefully you can see the disc come out. So the goal is right of that tree and then push left to the basket. And it's been super consistent lately. I would love for you guys to see me be successful here. It's going to be too far left and not around the tree. I just can't do it when you guys are watching. Just can't. But I don't know, guys. Someday you'll get to see me do it. I promise I can do it. Let's go clean up this hole. It's a frustrating game, you know. I've made this shot super consistently, probably for 6 or 8 rounds, just perfectly parking it, you know, within 8 to 12 feet. As soon as I turn this camera on, things are different. But anyways, so here's the area you don't want to get your disc into. There's water back there, all kinds of nonsense. Nice little course though. All right, let's go maybe birdie putt this still. So the drive clearly wasn't what we want. We hit the tree, we dropped here. Bonus is, or I guess silver lining, we didn't lose a disc. And we do have a putt. So going with my new putting style and confidence, we're just gonna make a long birdie putt here, I think. No, we don't. We don't even give it a chance because we know our disc tails to the left, yet we still throw it left. A smarter person might say, hey, my putt's tail left. I'm going to aim for the right edge. Not this guy. Not that smart. A little par putt. I'm about to putt with an 8-speed. Let's swap it out for our putter. Okay, there's our par. 1 under through 5. Goal was by this point to be 2 or 3 under. So we'll see where it goes. Let's head to 6. Hole 6, 227 feet right up there in the middle. Lots of ways to lose your disc here too. Again, camera off. I've been super consistent on this hole, shooting the Disco Owl, a 6-speed. I've had multiple putts, a couple birdies even, but definitely putting, which is nice. So just trying to keep this safe up the middle as far as it wants to go to leave us with the birdie look. We are 1 under. Getting this one would make up for some issues we had earlier in the round. Steal a shot back here. Okay. That's not what I wanted, but it's going to be okay because that's going to come right back and drop in the middle. Actually, not the line you wanted didn't happen, but this might have been a better one. So kind of late released it and it just flew back to the fairway. Let's go see where we're at. So this actually worked out just fine. We got like a 15-footer, which because I'm confident in my putting now, we're going to make for a birdie, right? We're just going to play catch with the basket. The pole wants to catch it. Just throw it to it. We may be onto something here. And I'm not saying it's fixed and I'm forever going to be a better putter, but there's baby steps. Okay. And I watched a Gannon Buhr video last night about his stance and sort of delivery. So I'm trying to mimic that. The funny part was he was talking about you find the range where you make 85% and miss 15, and that's where you practice from. For him, I think that was 30 feet away. For me, that would probably be like 12 feet away. But anyways, we are down 2. Getting a birdie on the back 2 is great, especially on 6. I don't do it very often. So confidence is high going into 7, and we are down 2. My other nemesis, never birdied it. Hole 7, 295, up a big hill, plays further than 295. Don't exactly know. Hey, quick shout out, I noticed a detail. This course, and again, it's my local course, and I just started disc golfing last summer. These little hooks on every tee, really nice. You can at least hang your bag for 1 shot. I've noticed other courses I played don't have that, and you got to put your bag in the grass or the mud. But anyways, we're going with the Mentor. The goal is to get it up on the hill, but to the left. If it comes back under those trees, that's great. Just trying to get it out there as far as we can for an easy approach. I've pretty much given up hope of birdie at this point in my career until we get a bit more distance. So we'll go with our mashed up Mentor way up there. I'm gonna get out of your way. So not a great, actually that's okay. So we hyzered it, didn't really mean to, but we got in the line of those trees and pretty far so we can actually see more of the basket for our approach. So I don't hate that. Let's go check it out. 2 under par so far. That is I would say I average -1, -2, and we've got 3 birdieable holes coming up after this, so we got a good shot at having a good score here. So I don't hate where we are. We've got our Luna. We're just going to approach it, try and get a easy par putt out of this. I've been bragging about my approach shots with this thing, and then the first one was an absolute dumpster fire. So here's hoping for an improvement. And it is. Like, that's what I'm used to. Just goes and sits under the basket. That is almost positive a tap-in par, so we're going to say it is. I'll come back if it's not. So that puts us at 2 under after 7. 8 and 9 are birdieable. And then I found out the locals have made their own 10th hole, which is also birdieable. So we'll play 10, I think, for the first time on this channel. 2 under, heading into 8. Hole 8, 172 feet, right up there. We got the added bonus of a really expensive motorcycle parked right past the basket. And because I am who I am, I use too much disc for this hole. I'm using the Mako 3. I know it's too much disc, but it is my best chance of keeping it low and straight. So I've just sort of had to accept that that's my best chance. Because as I've always said, there's a clear forehand route here, but my forehand, which I said was improving, is in a regression phase right now. So I'm not even confident I can get it halfway there straight. So we're going to go Mako 3, feather it, hopefully straight and low, and leave ourselves a birdie putt. That's been the trend lately. Let's see what happens when the camera's rolling. It's taking every fiber of my being not to stop and record over this, because that was an embarrassing shot. I don't know what happened, but we're gonna leave it in, and now we're playing this hole for par probably. This is a typical round for me. Some great shots, well, really good shots, and some terrible ones. That was a terrible one. Let's clean it up. So we left ourselves 50 feet or so on a 170-foot hole, as you know, good disc golfers tend to do. So anyways, we're going Luna, because why not? I think it's one of these like half runs, soft bids, whatever, I don't know. Or what is happening? I don't know what to tell you, folks. That was also terrible. I need to figure some things out here. We'll go. That's going to be work for par now. Let's go see. So after an embarrassing tee shot and an embarrassing approach, we're going to save a par with a great putt, because we are now a good, confident, relaxed putter. Right? Right. Nope. We're going to launch it 10 feet past the basket instead. My God, this is frustrating. We are bogeying a 170-foot hole, and we play this course like... I don't know. I'm even nervous about this now, see? Putting is such a mental thing, man. Okay, so what does that make us? 1 under through 8. Again, 9 and 10, very birdieable. So we can salvage this to -3, which would be great. But taking a bogey anywhere on this course is not the plan. Let's go to 9. Hole 9, 125 feet, but way uphill. Only hole I've ever aced in my life. You know it's the Clash Peach coming at you. So let's get it close. This is like a auto birdie, or else there's a problem. Yeah, it's hard to not birdie this hole. So we're parked. We're gonna count that as good. We're gonna go to -2, and we're gonna head to the 10th hole that I don't think I've videoed the 10th hole because it's not real, but we're gonna find it after I tap this in. So this is the 10th hole that the locals have made. I think it's about 180 feet. You tee off from this bike rack area, basically, which is somewhat ironic because the only tee pad on the course is for the hole that the locals made up. And then the basket's up there on the left. I tried to put the camera where you can sort of see it. Peach, again, I've been just parking this hole lately. So let's see, we can get... So what did I say we're at now? 2 down, I think? I never know until I go back and edit, but I think we're 2 down. 3 down would be cool. It's a little better than average. And that's good if it's gonna fade. Okay, not bad. birdie putt opportunity. So let's go close out this round. So not quite parked, I wouldn't say, but we've got like a 12 footer, 10 footer, 12 footer, I don't know, for birdie and to end the round 3 under, which is very respectable. All right, so there you go. We're 3 under this round. Pretty typical. Was hoping for like a really locked in, dialed in round. You didn't quite get that. I bogeyed, which is never the best. I feel like I putted overall pretty well. Longer putts weren't close, but the ones I should make, I mostly made, so I'm pretty happy with that. I really appreciate you joining me north of 7. I hope you come back next time, and until then, take care, everybody.